Welcome back, friends. It's the Halfass Crafter. I'm Laura, the Halfass Crafter. It's Glue Book Saturday. It's my last Glue Book Saturday before I have my surgery. I'm going to try to record another Glue Book Saturday video for you all and have it scheduled and ready to go so that you don't miss a Saturday, Glue Book Saturday, because I would hate to miss a Saturday, but I might have to. We'll see. Hopefully not. I am very excited because we are working in the big glue book. So as you can see, this is a Canson XL mixed media book. It's like 9 by 12, I think, or something. Anyway, this is the one that I wanted to put food in, but then I also put in, to celebrate my 5,000 subscribers, I also, well, hang on, she says, and then she's like, blah, 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 blah. Oh yeah, there's this food one. Hee hee, I love that little lady. But also to celebrate 5,000 subscribers, I did one with my printables. So if you go to my Ko-fi, Ko-fi site, there is a free ebook. It's my first ebook ever. It's got a bunch of printables that you can print out to make your own glue book rooms with people in it. So today we're back to food because it's my glue book and I can do what I want. So we are back to food, and I got this in one of our local food magazines. So this is, I guess, from a local place here in our town. But anyway, I was like, oh, this is great. I got to put somebody on this plate of food because we have the chef back here handing the plate of food, and what better thing to do than put people on it. So I harvested this out of the magazine the day that I got it. And I'm very excited because I think I have a very fun thing to do with it. So it's funny because the page that we're going to do on here, if you don't remember, there was a Glue Book Saturday where I had a guy that was like kneeling and a lady, and it was so funny because I crafted the story that they were in a fight, and everybody else wanted the story to be that they were getting married, that he was going to propose to her. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm not romantic at all. My poor husband. But it was hilarious. So this one is all about love. This is going to be a love themed page. Okay. I have a very hilarious story that we're going to go with. Maybe. I don't know. I don't actually know. The first thing that I want to do is I have this little cutout, which if you harvested with me a couple of weeks ago, you saw me take this. So I'm going to put this here because it's a love theme, right? And then I was looking through all of my little bits, and I found this lady, and she's got her little toes bent. See her little toes? And I do need to cut those little toes out. So let's do that really fast. I know I can't, I need my new glasses. I don't have them yet. I don't know. Maybe they'll call me today and tell me they're in. I don't know. I don't understand what's taking forever, but whatever. Okay. So I've cut her little feet, and I thought, well, she can just sit right there with her little feet smushed on that radish or beet or whatever. Onion. I don't even know what that is. Well, I could tell you, hang on. Oh, crushed, potato, local huckleberries. Yeah, I don't know. That's tuna. Is that a potato? That doesn't sound right. But anyway, and I know y'all are gonna be like, cut those bits out. Oh, fine. Oh my gosh. Y'all are so picky. And by y'all, I mean the voices in my head. Okay, so we're going to cut this out. So I still don't have my glasses. The saga continues. I went online to see how much my surgery was going to cost me with my insurance coverage. Cause I don't really understand why we even have insurance at this point, because they just cover, the profit portion, and we have to pay what the actual cost should be for any services rendered. But I got online, and my insurance company was like, oh, your gallbladder surgery is going to cost $50,000. And I'm like, for what? Like, it's not even an inpatient, like maybe if it's inpatient with like a whole lot of complications, like, what do you mean it's going to cost $50,000? I don't even know, like, do I get to take home the equipment? Am I gonna like, do I buy the bed? Like, what's happening? I don't even know. So I had to call. And then that was a fiasco. Luckily, the nice lady was nice that I talked to at the insurance company. And it's not going to cost me $50,000, which is great. Because holy schmoly, would that be scary. So it's supposedly going to cost me a more reasonable amount of money, which still isn't reasonable. It's what the entire procedure should cost, period. So I have been very on edge all day. Okay, so that's where I want her, right? So she's sitting there and she's all like, daydreaming. And then I was flipping through things that I had, and I came across a pickle. And I was like, well, I got to use this pickle. How can I use this pickle? So I was like, all right, I need the pickle. So I'm going to put the pickle on the plate. Just stick with me. Because then I was like, you know what? The pickle is on a plate, and I also have Punky Brewster, right? And you know what Punky Brewster loves? Pickles! I know. So I thought, well, Punky Brewster loves to roller skate on pickles. So that's what she's doing. Punky Brewster on the pickle, right? And then I'm like, all right, we got this lady, and I'm flipping through my stuff, and I find this bejeweled frog. And I'm like, oh, the theme comes to me. I get it. I'm like, this is a romance theme. The frog is coming to say hello because he's really a prince, right? And so he's like, I just need a beautiful princess to kiss me and I will turn back into a prince. So he's going to go and try to see if she can help him. Punky Brewster's like, I love pickles. Oh my gosh, I love my pickles. And then I was like flipping around and I was like, I need something to cover this. Let me scooch you up just a smidge. I need something to cover this. Not really. Sometimes I don't even pay attention to that. But I had these M&Ms. Look, don't ask why. All right, just go with the M&Ms. And I was like, yeah, M&Ms. That's what we're going to put there. And then I was flipping through and I found this. Hang on, I got to cut a little piece out of it because if I don't, y'all are going to be like, you got to cut that little piece out of there. So I'm just going to handle it now so that, you know, we don't have to worry about it anymore. And it's all cut out. I didn't cut it out because I didn't want to tear this piece off, but I'm about to glue this piece down. So now I can cut it out. All right. So then I have this quail, right? And I was like, oh, you know what? I love quail. I really do. We have some, they live in our pasture, in our horse pasture, and it's just great. They go and clean up all the hay that the horses, like if the horses leave little seeds and stuff behind. So I was like, all right, I'm going to put the quail there. And so it's going to be like behind these M&Ms. See? Are you with me? Whoops. Anyway, that's what I'm doing. So I got this quail. It's hanging out with the M&Ms. It's all good. And then I was like, oh, I know. I'm going to have this tiger coming in, right? And now the tiger, at first I was like, well, if I do it like this way, it looks like the tiger's going after the lady, which doesn't make any sense. So then I thought, well, what if the tiger's going after the quail, but not to eat the quail? It's not even a tiger. I know. It's a cheetah, right? Is that a cheetah or a leopard? Anyway, I was like, what if this big cat, I think it's a leopard because I think I just harvested it, didn't I? I was like, what if this big cat is going for the M&Ms or the quail, but it doesn't want to eat the quail? I don't know. I just like the cat at the top. Okay. That's really what's happening. But I think this is all love. I think that we can make the story whatever we need to make the story be, right? Because it's all about love. And so I want to make this story about love. So I'm going to glue down this heart right now. That's what we're doing. Gluing the heart down. How is your weekend so far? Hopefully it is going to be good. Hopefully you have good weather. We have good weather. So I'm hoping that I can get out and do some stuff because I'm not really going to be able to get out and do much after my surgery. I've been trying to make sure that, you know, I've got things taken care of and, you know, whatever. It's been frantic at work because I'm really trying to get work taken care of, you know, because I'm like, oh, I don't want to leave like a bunch of stuff. And, you know, somebody told me that the last time I was out for a week, everybody at work was like, well, we should ask Laura and we should tell Laura and let's just wait for Laura. And she she was like, Laura, everybody's just waiting on you. So I was like, all right, I'm going to give everybody instructions on what to do and whatever. So, yeah, I love it. Although he does kind of look like he's going for the pickle. Maybe he is. Maybe he's a pickle lover too. Maybe he, I get it. Wait, he's going to come and seesaw her with the pickle. They're playing seesaw. Yes, it's fine. Gravity doesn't really exist on this planet like it does on ours. So nobody's going to get hurt. There's a whole different law of physics on this planet. So don't worry. Don't worry. It's all okay. Punky Brewster's not getting hurt. Nobody's dying. Nobody's getting eaten for lunch or anything. It's all okay. All right, I need her feet to be there. And then she's there. There's my little tool here. I'm gonna put her down. There we go. Oh my gosh. Y'all, she's great. She's really, really good. Don't worry. We have 2 layouts today because we got to do the next one because the next one is hilarious. So don't worry. Don't worry. It's a 2-for-1 deal today. You know, some glue book Saturdays I do more than one. Some I don't, but you know, it's whatever I have time for. You know what I mean? I don't think I got glue all on this whole thing. Okay. So now we're going to put this guy, his little tootsies, let go. There we go. Do, 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 do. On that little onion or fennel. I think that's a fennel. There we go. And he's like, pardon me, princess. I need to be in your service. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's fine. Yeah, so I'm just like preparing for my surgery and what all I need to get done. And it's all a little stressful. It's funny because I've been coming in here at night and just sort of either like harvesting or fussy cutting or doing a little bit of gluing in my random glue book just to like calm myself down because I've just needed like that moment, you know, where I'm like, it's all going to be okay and everything's going to be okay. And I keep thinking it's going to be like my last surgery, which was pretty traumatic. I had 2 major surgeries at one time because I was like, no, just get them both over with at the same time. And, you know, my husband and I didn't really know what we were getting into. We were like, yeah, it'll be fine. And then it was a lot. That's all I'm going to say. And so it's funny because we both have to keep reminding ourselves that this is not that. We're like, this is not the same surgery. This is much easier surgery. So we just have to remind ourselves. But I, of course, am very, I don't think scared is the word. I'm just like concerned, maybe is my word. I'm just a little concerned. I think there's a little bit of like, you know, leftover PTSD from the last surgery where I'm just like, you know, oh my gosh, is it going to be as bad as that one? So hopefully not. Hopefully they don't give me a ton of painkillers. I don't do well on painkillers. I don't like them. So it's just not really my jam. It's not my jam. I do just fine with Tylenol. So even when I had my major surgery, I only took the hardcore painkillers one night I did it because my husband was like, I really need you to sleep and not toss and turn. And I was like, okay. So he gave me this, I think we cut it into a quarter tablet and I took that and I was just knocked out for like 9 hours. Like this stuff is so, I don't know. It just really does a number on me. I'm not a fan of it. So, okay, look, we have the quail who's in love with her M&Ms and she's collecting them and she's like, oh, these are my M&Ms. And we have Punky Brewster and she's like, I'm on the pickle because I love pickles. And then her buddy, this is her friendly cheetah pet. So, it's like Calvin and Hobbes, right? It's just Punky Brewster and whoever this is. And yeah, that's what's happening. And then, you know, because they love each other, they're like BFFs. And then he is trying to get her love because he needs to turn back into a prince. And she's just contemplating life on top of her piece of tuna. Oh my gosh, absolutely. All right, what's the next one? Muffins. Ginger peach streusel muffins, as a matter of fact. Do y'all like to make muffins? I have a blueberry muffin recipe, which is top notch. I love it. Okay, so I am going in for gallbladder surgery, which means I've had some GI problems, right? So I need y'all to remember that as I start telling this silly story. So I saw this and I was like, ooh, this is going to be interesting. And then I was flipping through my people that I cut out, and I know she has, oh yeah, I know she has a thing. So let me talk to you. So I got to cut this out. She's got this little triangle. I do leave these when I store my images because I don't really want to rip their little arms off or whatever. So I will leave chunks like this to just cut out when I get around to using them. So, okay, did that. Let me show you where she's gonna go. Can you guess? Can y'all guess where she's gonna go? She's gonna sit up here on top with her muffins, and she is so excited to bring you these delicious ginger peach streusel muffins direct from her country kitchen. So we've got her. Don't worry, she didn't make them. I mean, I don't know who this woman is. So to me, this is just a form of a person. I don't know who this person is. She may be an excellent cook. Somebody may be, oh my gosh, she's like the Paula Deen of something, something. It's fine. So I like her sitting up here. She's made all these muffins, right? And then I was like, okay, well, I really need to cover this thing up. And I have this from, I think, an antacid ad. And I thought, oh my gosh, that would be hilarious for this little, heartburn flame to be like, woo, coming in hot, right? Yeah. And it covers up those words. I mean, maybe I could do it that way too. I don't really like him that way. I don't want him to overlap, or her. I don't want it to overlap the muffins for whatever reason. So I don't know. So then I was like, all right. And then I thought, oh, you know what? I have this lady. She could be reaching for a muffin, right? She's like, I'm going to get a muffin. Now this is where Donna's people are coming in. And somebody gave me the idea. Who was it? Oh man, I can't remember. But somebody said, hey, what if you put one of Donna's little tiny people that she sent you in every single glue book page that you do? And I thought, oh my gosh, this is brilliant. So I think I might do that even with my random stuff, but we'll talk about that later. So I've got this lady. We're about to use a lot of people from Donna. So I got this lady and she's reaching for a muffin, right? That's what I was like, yeah, let's do that. That's cool. And then I was like, all right. And I kind of go through my stuff and I'm like, well, I feel like this lady needs something up here with her, right? She can't just have the heartburn thing. So I thought, well, we're going to give her a little puppy. Bam. All right. So she's got her dog. She's hanging out on the top of the muffins that she had made. She's super excited about it. I got this little lady here. She's all like, oh, I love muffins. And then I found this guy and I was like, what the heck? I don't know what he's doing. But I thought, he can sit on this muffin and maybe he's reaching for her. So actually, he's like, hello, darling. And she's like, I love you and muffins. And then I was like flipping through the people and I found this lady and I thought, well, what if she's hanging out on this muffin? And she's like, but pick me, Chad. Why won't you pick me? And so I was like, yeah. All right, I'm on it. This is great, right? And then I saw this lady and I was like, oh yeah. So I found this lady and I was like, okay. So this lady's over here. She has just happened upon this half-eaten muffin and she's like, I'm going to eat that muffin. I'm going to eat that muffin. And she's about to eat that muffin. She's contemplating if she's going to eat that muffin. But then I found this lady and I thought, oh, Chad, you dog. So she's not happy. This lady is like, I have got better things to do than mess with this 2-timing, 3-timing fool. So she is all like, F this. She's taking off. And she's going to take off into her little car. That's where she's headed. She's headed to her car. She's like, oh, I'm getting in my car. I'm headed out. And then I just found this because I thought it was kind of cute. And I thought I just kind of want to put it in here. But I found this little Arm & Hammer baking soda box. And I was like, there's baking soda in these things. So why not just put the Arm & Hammer there? And then I was like, I really need something up top. I don't really have anything like here. And so I was like, ooh, you know what? I have these. Because we have a love triangle, right? She really wants to eat this muffin. She loves this muffin. I know y'all want me to cut out these triangles, but I'm not gonna, because I don't think I need to, because it's kind of gray back there anyway, and I don't think it's gonna show. And so then I was like, well, what if I just put these cute little hearts all around up here? See? It's love, y'all. It's love. Look, I can be romantic. I can be romantic. I know. Y'all are like, but Laura, you gave this guy a love triangle. Okay, I'm doing my best, all right? If that's the best that I can do now, that's my first step, all right? And then maybe I can get more romantic as time goes on and I practice a little bit more, okay? But at least I've got this happening. And maybe I just watch too many Sister Wives shows where there's like dudes who want to have like multiple partners. I don't know. Who knows? Who can say? I'm going to glue down this Arm & Hammer. This is where my brain goes. I have so many people will say, I can't find good images. And I'm like, no. You can. I'm telling you, you can find good images. Cut something out and make it work. Why is the Arm & Hammer there? Because you put baking soda in muffins. Does this make sense to the story? Not really, but it doesn't matter because it's there and y'all can figure out if you want to add something to it. You know what my favorite thing is? When I do these and I'm like, I don't really know why that's there. And then somebody comments and they're like, ooh, that's there because of XYZ. And I'm like, yes. And they finish the story for me. And I love it because that's what art is, right? You interpret the art for yourself. And I feel like that's exactly what these Glue Book Saturday videos really do is, you know, I give you a story and you can go as far as you want with that story. If you want to keep going with that story, you can. If you're like, woo, that's a good story, far enough for me, I'm all right, then you can stop. But you know what? I feel like I love the stories. And that's how art is. It's interpretive. You can interpret it however you want. And that, my friends, is the beauty of it all. And so here we go. Just gluing things down. I gotta go grocery shopping. I gotta make sure that I have the right kind of foods because I'm like, I don't think I can eat certain things for a while. At least that's what I've read. So, which is fine. It's pretty funny. My husband was like, well, what can you eat? And I was like, well, what's funny is basically I should be eating all of the stuff, or really I can only eat all of the stuff that I should be eating anyway. So it's fine. I actually eat pretty well. I do have days where I'm like, gonna eat these feelings and I might stop and get a donut or something, but those are like maybe 3 times a year, if that. So I don't really eat too terribly bad. And it sounds like that all of the things that it is recommended that I eat are all things that I eat already or should be eating. So, all right, there we go. That was a little bit more difficult than I thought it would be. Did I not get glue on there? I did not. Wow, there's nothing. Nothing on there. There we go. Cool. All right, and then we have to do this lady because she's all like, gonna eat that muffin. Gonna eat that muffin. So yeah, so I'm not terribly worried about eating. I think it'll probably kickstart me into eating better, which I've kind of wanted to do for a while anyway. So it'll be fine. I am trying to find the silver lining of all of this, which is it will help me to not eat junk food. Maybe I can get out of my junk food habit. So that's my hope. That's my hope. Will it happen? Who knows? Who can tell? But that's what I'm going to try for. And that's what I'm going to tell myself. And it's all okay. And I know that I can walk, which makes me very excited because with my last surgery, my doctor was like, how far are you walking? And I was like, I'm trying to walk 2 miles. And she's like, at 6 weeks post-op, don't you dare. And I'm like, what? Really? So, you know, she was like, no, you need to like go slower than that. So I had to slow way down so that I didn't do something ridiculous to myself, because, well, if you knew me, it wouldn't surprise you. Let's just put it that way. Ooh, this lady is so mad. She is so mad, y'all. Look at her. Can y'all see? I'm going to show you. Hang on. Hold tight. Wait a minute. Let me put the view in it. I don't know. All right, here. Let me show you this lady. She's so mad. So mad. Look at her. She's like, F that muffin, F that dude. I'm getting in my car. That's where she's headed. That's right, honey. You go get in your car. Oh my gosh, I love it. I really love her. I absolutely love her. I love all these little people. I love that they're all in like these interesting positions. And now, since Donna sent me these, thank you, Donna. Oh my gosh. I'm now looking at my magazine so differently to try and find more little people with like interesting, positions. And it's really cool because they are showing up on pages where I would normally be like, oh, there's nothing here, but I stop and I really look at the page and I'm like, oh no, there's a person, in the background who is squatting down or whatever. And then I cut that person out. So it's been very, very fun. And that's really what I love about this whole community, is that we inspire each other and we show each other different ways of looking at the same thing, right? So I look at a page and I'm like, ooh, I want this, this, and this. And then you look at a page and you're like, those are cool, but I would take this and this and this. And then I'm like, what? Mind blown. And then I get so many new ideas and it's so much fun. So I'll take a second here to show you some of the rooms that I've harvested lately. So I got these two. I think you saw me harvest this one and maybe even this one. But I definitely want to work with these somehow. Not sure how. And then I have these rooms back here that I've had for quite a while. Y'all have probably seen these a few times. So I still need to do these. So there's still rooms to do. We're going to do rooms glue books. We're going to do food glue books. We're going to do all sorts of glue books. So don't worry. There'll be more. And hopefully I will be able to get one more video pre-recorded for you so that you will have a glue book Saturday page. I just love it. I love cucumber guy. I don't even know, but I love it. All right. I hope that y'all have a wonderful weekend, and I will see you here again, and I will be back as soon as possible. And thank you so much for tuning in. And hey, please hit that thumbs up button, comment, because that really helps. The interaction helps my channel. So please comment and subscribe if you haven't already, because that also helps my channel. And I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye.